right, and check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Preston versus Burley. Check 1, 2, 3. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. Tonight, the Preston Indians play host to the Burley Bobcats. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Hubbard. You know, over the past few years, Preston and Burley have gotten together on the football field and have played some very entertaining games. Everyone remembers the 53-51 Preston win from a year ago when Carter Perry hit Coulter Moffitt on a 5-yard touchdown pass on the final play of the game to put up the difference in the win on the road at Burley a year ago. Well, these two teams meet here again back over in Preston here tonight. For the Indians, it's a much different season. 0-4 so far on the year, still looking for their first win. And they go up against a kid named Max Jensen, who, according to a lot of the media around the state, is the number 1 rated quarterback in the state in high school football this year. So certainly it's going to be a very entertaining matchup coming up. On the way here on the pregame show, we'll talk to Coach Cunningham. We'll also look at other games coming up around the area tonight. But after this timeout, it'll be the ultimate sports scene set, and we'll dive into some more news and notes about tonight's game. We'll do all that as we continue right after this as the pregame show rolls on here from Preston High School on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, Choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
And welcome back in, everybody, as it is time for the Ultimate Motorsports Scene Set. I noticed the screen is frozen, so we'll try to get that fixed for you here in just a second as the Indians get ready to take on the Burley Bobcats here tonight. Preston comes in 0-4. Burley is 1-2 so far on the year. And, of course, we'll start with Preston. And kind of the bad news there is they have lost two of their best players in each of the last 2 weeks. As 2 weeks ago, it was Cole Harris who went down with a broken thumb on his left hand. And then last week at Ogden, Reggie Larson broke his left forearm last week, and he most likely is out for the season. Harris still kind of up in the air whether he'll be back or not before the end of the regular season. So we'll have to wait and see. So two of their best receivers gone now on the year for the Indians. On the Burley side of the ball, Cameron Anderson enters his third year as head coach at Burley. He is ready to lead the team, brimming in talent in passing and running talent. Of course, if you start talking about passing, you have to talk about their starting quarterback, Mac Jensen, who a lot of people call the best quarterback in the state. As far as targets for him to throw to, he has receivers to throw to: Brady Combs, Marcus Anderson, Mark Loveland, and they can also run the ball very well too. So it may remain a very tough matchup for the Indians headed into the game here this evening. Preston will be off next week, then back out on the road for the next two games after tonight. Bye week next week, then they go to Sugar Salem in 2 weeks, and in 3 weeks from tonight, they will be in Century to open up conference play against the Diamondbacks. So we'll take a timeout. That is your scene set and news and notes segment tonight, brought to you by Ultimate Power Sports. As we'll take a timeout, be back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here to the pregame show. A little minor technical problem there. Happy to get that straightened out for you. So we had a chance to talk with Coach Cunningham earlier in the week about the loss at Ogden and about the way things are going and the injury bug. And all of a sudden it's popping up. We'll talk to Coach coming up when we come back here on the pregame show right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
The Pregame Coaches Show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty Idaho, and North Realty Utah. And welcome back here to the Pregame Show as we once again step into the Coach's Corner, visit with Coach Craig Cunningham before we take on the Burley Bobcats. You know, unfortunately, it's another tough week with a trip down to Ogden this past Friday.
Yep, the giveaways continued. Yeah, spotting everybody 21 points is a tough predicament to get out of.
Yeah. How do you change that? What are you going to do or try to do differently?
Well, we review film, we see what the mistakes were made, and we correct it in the film room, we correct it on the field as much as we can, and let the players learn from it.
Right. So now, unfortunately, Cruz Harris missed last week, and now Reggie Larson ends up suffering an injury down toward the end of the game last week as well.
Yeah, next man up mentality.
How deep are you at wideout?
We have good wideouts, good depth. We lose a little bit in the size category, but as far as the skill category, we don't lose that much.
Right. So you get Burley here this week, and they unfortunately they bring in Mick Jensen, who is a lot of the people around the state are already tabbed him the best quarterback in the state here in 2024.
Yeah, well, Burley's always well coached. Cam Anderson knows what he's doing when it comes to offense and quarterbacks, and so, yeah, we'll be ready to face him, hopefully.
I mean, Jensen put up 51 points against us last year, but thanks to that last-second touchdown pass, we were able to pull out a win last year at Burley.
Yeah, we've had track meet games with these teams a couple times, so I expect it could be more of the same.
Yeah, so hopefully just work hard and get out there and hopefully, now that you get to be back on your home field, hopefully things will change a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a broken record, but we just have to play sound football in all three phases without turning over the ball. We're, -5 this year in turnover ratio, and that's a formula for losing games. We know that. The kids understand it. We just have to fix it and play better.
Unfortunately, that -5 is just about Carter's interception ratio.
Yeah, Carter has struggled. Not all the interceptions are on him. We've had some missed routes. We've had some linemen running into him and hitting his arm as he's releasing the ball, and so they're not all on him, but then a few of them are, and he's got to learn from them and get better.
Yeah. Let's try to be a little bit positive here. It's homecoming week.
Yeah, it's homecoming week, and we have a game at home. It's truly a homecoming week. We've been gone for 3 straight games, so... Yeah. Yep.
Does that put any more pressure on you, or to try to come up with a better effort, or at least a win?
No, I don't think so. We have pressure on us every week to try to win, so that doesn't change. It's a chance for us to have the crowd support behind us and a little bit more excitement in the air because of that. So we look forward to the home games.
Coming up after this, you get a week off. That has to bode well for trying to get some guys a little nicked up, a little feeling better.
Yeah, anytime you have a bye, it's good in the middle of a season. We are nicked up, banged up, just like I'm sure every team across the state is at this time of year, and so it'll help us out.
All right. It's the Bobcats coming to town, and see if we can avoid a track meet like we had last year up at their place.
Yeah, well, just track meet on a one-sided one would be my preference.
Very much. And once again, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's Coach Craig Cunningham with us here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have more coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network. The Pregame Coaches Show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
When hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
The standout students at Preston High School are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. And it's time to sit down again with another one of our outstanding students from here at Preston High School, brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental, as we'll talk to Trace Bracken for just a little bit. Trace is a sophomore here at Preston. Trace, first of all, thanks for sitting down with us for a few minutes and talk about how things are going here at Preston. So let's just start right there. How are things going here at Preston High School for you?
My experience at Preston High has been very good in the first 2 years. I've really enjoyed doing cheer athletics. That was kind of a last-minute decision, but it's one I don't regret. I do good in my classes. I have a good friend group, and the overall atmosphere is very good. So it has its pros and cons, but that's just life. So it's been going great.
So you're a sophomore here so far, and how are a year and plus a couple of weeks under your belt here at Preston? How are classes going? How are your grades going so far?
I love all of my classes. This year I got all of the classes I wanted and signed up for. I've got medical terminology, psychology, FHP, all of them. I haven't done FHP yet, but all of them are going great. I'm loving my grades. Enjoying English. All of my teachers are amazing. It's just, all of it is just working out, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
Trace Bracken, our guest here on Preston's Outstanding Students. Now, last week we talked to someone who wanted to be a surgeon. And you're looking to get into the medical field in a couple of different directions, possibly. Talk about the two different directions a little bit that you have interest in getting into.
So I want to have a medical background, so I can lean on that if plans don't go to how I want them to. But I want to focus and major on psychology, and that's either children's psychology or just studying how people work. I just am fascinated by the human brain and its processes and its cognitive abilities and subconscious, all of it. It's just so fascinating to me. But if that never really works out or doesn't go the way I want, I plan to lean back on the medical field and pursue that if psychology doesn't work out.
One of the things you mentioned before we started the interview was to become an EMT.
Yes.
And in my background, the things that I've done outside of radio, I've worked very closely for several years with EMT in the fire department, and that is a very satisfying and rewarding career.
It looks good on a job application, and it's just a good skill to have if you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, or need to help someone. So.
Yeah, exactly. So those are great vocational goals to work on. So as you work your way toward these goals, what kind of things you still need to work on here at Preston to be able to reach that?
Working hard and gaining self-discipline. Something like that is very important to become successful. You have to know that you need to work for the things you want, and you need to know that sometimes you're not gonna get there the way you want, but you also have to know that you have to push yourself. So that's what I mean by the self-discipline and working towards that. When I don't want to do something, if there's an assignment I don't particularly want to do, I have to know that I have to do it if I want to get what I want. To accomplish that, that's one of those goals and steps to getting that and accomplishing it. So.
And then outside the classroom, you're still very active here at the school as well. You're doing cheer athletics and drill team. How are those things going?
I'm absolutely loving cheer. It was a decision that was not planned out. It was kind of at the moment kind of thing, but I didn't know it was going to turn out the way it did. But cheer's going great. homecoming's coming up, and I'm really excited for that. And then drill team, I go in there and help them with their routines, sometimes give critiques. It's all fun. It's very exciting and enjoying all of it.
We're grateful you can take a couple of minutes out of your day and come in and sit down with us here for a little bit and talk about your career here at Preston High School. Continued success, best of luck in all of your goals and everything you want to reach out and be able to do by the time you graduate. Thanks for your time today.
All right, thank you.
That is Trace Bracken, I should say, a sophomore here at Preston, another one of Preston's outstanding students.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
The Preston Lady Indian volleyball team wraps up a busy week when they return home Saturday afternoon to face the Bear Lake Bears. The pregame show gets started at 12:30 with the opening serve set for 1 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Lady Indian Volleyball Saturday on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the pregame show. It is homecoming weekend, so the Lady Indians playing an early game today as they'll play host to Bear Lake in a very important conference match for each team. Kind of limited schedule of other games going on around the area, just a few games and one tournament involving a lot of teams. Westside is involved in a triangle match going on at Marsh Valley, as it'll be Westside, Marsh Valley, and Teton will be the third team there. South Fremont is at American Falls, and Melba will be at Ambrose. Now, the tournament we talked about is the Twin Falls Invite, and a number of our area teams will be involved in that, as it'll be Twin Falls, Timberline, Rocky Mountain, Kimberly, Canyon Ridge, Thunder Ridge, and Columbia, all taking part in the Twin Falls Invite that going on today up in the Twin Falls area. And that's your look at the schedule for all the other games going on this Saturday as the Indians and the Bear Lake Bears getting ready to get together here at Preston Gym on a homecoming Saturday. Hope you can make plans to come over and join us. This is going to be a great match and a very important match for both teams as well. We'll have the starting lineups and the first serve for set number 1. It's coming up in just a couple of minutes. It's all right here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, wattsmarthomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited.
Well, welcome back here to O.R. Cutler Field tonight as the Indians will take on the Burley Bobcats. And we will try to get the picture moving again for us as it appears to be frozen again here tonight. So as we continue to have some issues with the camera, as we'll try to get that going for you again as we move on throughout the evening here tonight. So for the Indians, they come in 0-4 on the year, as they will
All right, thank you, Adeline.
they will be kicking off
Now,
tonight.
ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to kick off a football game on a
As
Friday night. Let's get it going.
there we go. Now we got the camera back. They
Head
will
coach
kick
for the
off
Burley Bobcats,
as for the first
Cameron
time this
Anderson,
year,
head coach for
the Preston Indians have won a
Greg
toss,
Cunningham.
and they opted to defer. So they will receive the ball in the second half. If you weren't with us for the pregame show, two big players for the Indians missing tonight, as Cruz Harris 2 weeks ago broke his thumb on his right hand. He is not going to be playing tonight. And Reggie Larson in the game last week at Ogden broke his left forearm, rather. So he is not going to be playing tonight, and he likely could be done. That certainly opens up some more difficulties for the Indians, one of which is the place kicking duties, as Kerry Swainston's a pretty good kicker in and of himself, but Larson had won the job, and now he is out, so he will not be kicking, he will not be punting, and we are ready to go. As Swainston kicks off, high booming kick, it's going to come down. As it comes down at about the 5-yard line, Cove Thompson has it right straight ahead, gets across the 30, still on his feet, falls forward to about the 32-yard line. So the Burley offense will come back out on the field here first tonight.
Burley will take over on offense.
As the Bobcat offense comes back onto the field. As it will be Mac Jensen, the quarterback. A lot of places around the state say that he is the best quarterback in the state this year, but that will certainly have to be. We'll have to be able to see and tell that as we go along here. As they're going to throw out here, and it is picked off. Pass intercepted. McKay Keller picks it off, and Preston has the ball. We apologize for the video. We're trying to get it fixed here for you. As Burley, the interception is taken in by the Indians at the Burley 33-yard line. So here comes the Indian offense out of the field. On the first play from scrimmage, Burley turns the ball over. That's just like the start the Indians had last week, when the first play they had from scrimmage went for an interception and a touchdown. So here we go. Carter Perry under center. Couple of running backs in the backfield. They'll put Jake Schumann in motion back over to the far side. They'll hand the ball to Iverson. He tries the left side, gets up to the 30, falls forward to about the 29. So that'd be good for a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 6 here for the Indians.
Gain of 4 is going to bring up second and 6.
So second down and 6 here for Preston. As we welcome you in, it's homecoming here at Preston. 2 wides to the far side, man in the slot to the far side as well. As they'll hand it off to Iverson again. Goes off the left tackle, spins it forward, has a first down as he falls forward all the way up to the 20-yard line. So that'll be good for a gain of 9 on that play. And Preston has a first down. So just a couple little running plays to Iverson to open up the ball game. I'm sure certainly they expected Preston to come out to throw the ball. You'll remember the game between these two teams last year. Preston ended up winning it on a touchdown pass on the last play of the game. An incredible shootout that it was, and a game in which there was 104 points scored. Preston ended up winning the game 53-51. Twins to the far side. Now a man in motion coming back here to the near. They'll hand it to Iverson again. Almost had it stripped. He gets across the 20 to about the 19. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. That's 3 carries for Iverson here on the first possession of the Indians, as he has 3 carries for 15 yards. Iverson, who had 242 yards on the ground coming into the game here tonight, had one of his best games last week against Ogden. As right from the snap, flags fly. As be offsides against Burley. It looks like they're signaling. Yes, it is. So it's offsides against Burley. That's going to move the ball 5 yards, and it'll still be second down. And it'll be second down and about 3 here for the Indians. So the offside's good for 5 yards. That kind of changes your play calling now. Ball inside the 15 and give it to Iverson, coming right, trying to get around the corner. Cuts it up to the 10, run out of bounds at about the 11. That will be good for a first down, though. Depending on, looks like where they mark it. Looks like they're inside the 11, which would be good enough for a first down. They're going to set it down right at the 11, so it's going to bring up third down and short. Give Iverson 1 yard on the play. Now let's see what Preston has in mind here, that third and short. From just outside the 10. Preston's opening possession tonight. We go under 9 minutes to play here in the first. We're still scoreless on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Shotgun snap. It comes to the quarterback, Perry. Runs it around the left side, and he's in for a touchdown as he runs it 11 yards for the score. So Carter Perry runs it in off the left side, gives Preston an early lead. Kerry Swainston will come in and try the extra point. The spot, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 8:47 to play, Preston leads 7-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard here in the first quarter against the Burley Bobcats. We'll take a timeout, back with more after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
So Preston breaks on top, 7-0. As Swainston will kick off here for the Indians again. As 3 men deep for the Bobcats. As the Preston Indians going from left to right. Line drive right at one of the up men. It's taken there. He'll kind of cut it back up into the middle as that's Kendricks Kanabi running it. Gets it across the 30 up to the 31.
Kendricks Nobi returns the kick.
So Kendricks Nobi, they pronounce it. So see what Burley can do as Mac Jensen intercepted on his first play from scrimmage here tonight, and Preston able to take that turnover and turn it into a touchdown. So here come the Bobcats. Green pants, white shirts, white helmets. They'll send twins to the near side, single receiver to the far. One running back in the backfield. As they'll hand it off, and he really runs right into the arms of big Kai Phillips to be able to make the stop. Mark Loveland, the ball carrier, and gets one on the play. So 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Bobcats. They're going to go quick. Loveland switches over, stands on the right side of the quarterback. He'll take it, try to double back. He's hit immediately, then hit by Merrill in the backfield, and Loveland's going to lose a couple of more yards. He'll lose 3, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 11. So 3rd down, 11 for the Bobcats. Kind of a rough start they've had. They were 1-2 on the year. Their only win came against Century on the first game of the year. Jensen wants to throw over the middle. It's off the hands of his intended receiver, as coming over was Kunabi, and off his hands, and now Burley will have to punt. So an interception, and now 3 and out, and Preston will get the ball right back again. Colton Atkinson goes back deep here for Preston. As a bad snap, it goes over the quarterback's head, and it's going to roll all the way into the end zone. He's able to pick it up and get the kick off, but he kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to get marked at about the 31. Now they're going to walk back a little bit more, spotted at the 35. Where's he going? That ball went directly out of bounds into the stands over by the tree. How's he going to mark it at the 40-yard line? Now he's going to walk it back forward up to the 35. I still think he's too far forward, but Preston will take it. 1st and 10 at the Burley 35. So they'll send the offense back out. So a bad snap over the punter's head. Here comes the Indians. Carter Perry lines up under center. The handoff goes to the off man. Sweet tried to get around the right side, as that is Jackson Merrill, and Merrill maybe loses a yard on the play. Scott Crump makes the stop. So Jackson Merrill, who has carried the ball a couple of times this year, loses a couple of yards there, and it's 2nd down and 12. See if this opens up a throwing situation for the Indians. With Perry in the shotgun, he has not thrown a pass yet. And again, still won't, as they hand it off to Iverson straight ahead to the 30-yard line, as he'll pick up 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Cody Bowen on the stop for Burley. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Indians.
So 3rd and 5 for Preston in an obvious passing situation here. Of course, they're also in a situation here at the Burley 30-yard line where it becomes a 2-down situation here. They send single receiver to the far side, twins here to the near. Line up a man in the slot on the near side as well. And that hard count by Carter Perry gets the defense to jump, and that might get him a 1st down.
Penalty's going to be offside against Burley.
As they'll set the ball down at the 25. And indeed, it will be enough for a 1st down. So Carter Perry gets the defense to jump. The 5 yards gets them a 1st down. 1st and 10 now at the Burley 25. Going back to 2004, these two teams have met every year. There's a total of 10 times, and Preston has won 8 of those 10. Handoff to Iverson, bounces it outside, gets across the 20 down to about the 17. They'll mark it at the 18. So that'll be a gain of 7 more for Iverson.
Got to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Indians.
2nd down and 3 for the Indians. So the Indians have won 8 of the last 10 against Burley, including last year's thriller in Burley, 53-51 on the final touchdown on the final play of the game. So they stack up receivers on the left side. They have two guys on the line and two guys standing behind him. And once again, here comes Perry running around the left end. And once again, he's going in for the touchdown. This time it's for 18 yards and a touchdown as Carter Perry runs the ball twice and has a pair of touchdowns. So Preston goes up now 13-0. Still 5:02 to play here in quarter number one, I should say. Swainston to kick again, just kind of punches this one and punches it through, and Preston leads 14-0. 5:02 left here in the first quarter as Preston goes up 14-0 as a couple of runs by Carter Perry gets Preston on top. Take a timeout. Back with more after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
So 14-0 on the Flying S Pilot Escrow scoreboard as Preston scores each of the first two times they have the ball. Swainston will kick off again, line drive up the sideline. It's going to curl up along the sidelines and then run out of bounds at about the 15. Five minutes to play here in the first quarter. So the kick goes out of bounds. So that'll be a mark off against the Indians as they'll set the ball down here at the, should be the 35-yard line once they get a ball in from the Burley sidelines. So they'll set the ball down and Burley get ready to go back to work here on offense. 3 and out last time they had the ball. Twin receivers to each side, one receiver to each side, man in the slot on the far side as well. Jensen hands it off, tries to get off the right side, runs right into a defensive man as he's brought down immediately. The tackle made by Tegan Zollinger as Bodie Combs will end up losing 3 on the play.
Going to bring up 2nd and 12 for Burley.
Call is 2nd and 12 here, so they give him a little bit of a break. He only loses 2. So 2nd down and 12, as again they'll go straight ahead, and it is Combs who gets back across the 35 up to about the 36, maybe the 37. Still going to be 3rd down and long, though. It's 3rd down and 8 coming up. Quick toss out to the far side. That's complete as he tries to get away up the sidelines as the Jensen pass is complete to Kanabi.
Number 10, Tragan Darrington.
Now they said it was complete to Tarrington. I thought it was Kanabi. But Tarrington nonetheless picks up the 1st down. That's the first down for the Bobcats tonight. As they'll again run off the right side, and they'll pick up about 4, bring up 2nd down and 6. .345 to play here in quarter number 1. First quarter tonight is brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Hand off, straight ahead. Big contact right in the middle of that melee. They get to the Preston 45, and that's about it. As Bodie Combs, the ball carrier, but it's going to be good enough for a short gain and bring up 3rd down and about 3. 3rd down for the Bobcats, as again they'll try to go off the right side. He's stuck. He's held short of the 1st down as Combs runs into about 2 or 3 blue shirts that he's brought down at the 30. at the 44-yard line. 4th down and about 3 here for the Cats. As now they're going to change the play. 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far. As he'll run it right straight ahead. Picks up the 1st down, stumbles forward to the 35.
Mac Jensen will keep the ball, and he'll pick up.
That's about a 9-yard run for Jensen. And that'll pick up the 1st down. So Jensen on the keeper. Goes off the left side for 9. 1st and 10 now at the Preston 35. 14-0 Indians leading on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Here in the first. 2:17 to play, clock running. Man in motion out to the far side. Handoff is taken there as that goes to Loveland. Loveland gets around the corner, still on his feet down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at about the 4. Instead, they're going to mark him right at the 5. That'll be a 30-yard run right up the sidelines for Mark Loveland.
Bobcats, he'll take it in 1st and goal.
1st and goal as they are again inside the 5. As this time Jensen will keep it. He's cut down as he gets near the sideline or getting near the end zone, but not in.
Mac Jensen on the quarterback.
Hold on. We got a man down here for Burley. And I believe that is Jensen. Yes, it is.
Just short of the goal line.
Jensen ran into a couple of Preston players, and he's down holding his leg. So with the quarterback down, we'll squeeze in a timeout here with 1:49 left here in quarter number 1. We'll take a timeout, back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Jensen's up and he's walking off, being helped by the trainers as some sort of a lower body injury. We'll keep an eye and hopefully we can get to see Mac Jensen again as a new quarterback comes in here. J.D. Tarbett, number 14, will come in at quarterback. 1:44 to play in the quarter. Clock runs. Tarbett, fake handoff, tries to run and he gets buried. Coming up to make the initial contact was Curtis Titus, the linebacker, busting through as he comes through to make that.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
That contact. Now it's 3rd and goal as they lose a couple of yards. The ball back to about the 2.5. Again, they'll hand it off, and again they're going to be short, as this time it was Bodie Bowen, the ball carrier, and again they come up short.
Jansen Hollingsworth on the stop for the Indians.
So Bodie gets a yard.
From the 3-yard line.
4th and goal, the ball about the 3. And looks like they're going to go for it. Tarbett stays in at quarterback. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. 1 running back in the backfield as well. They want to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. In fact, it's intercepted as the ball was tipped up in the air. And coming over to intercept the pass in the end zone was Miles Henry.
McCoy Keller back again on his 2nd interception of the ball game.
They're saying
take over at the 20-yard line.
So either way, the Preston Indians intercept the pass, and they'll take over at the 20 with 39 seconds left here in the quarter. So they said McKay Keller came up with the interception. That's fine. If it is, that's his 2nd of the day. So the Preston offense will come back out on the field, run a play, maybe 2. Interestingly enough, the Indian offense has not thrown a pass yet in the game. And they have a 14-0 lead. Again, here comes Perry. He's going to keep it. Wants to come around the left side this time. Flag down behind the play as Perry gets out to the 25. Let's see what the flag is. Likely a holding penalty from where the flag came from. And if it is, it'll move the ball back against the Indians. Nope, it's a face mask against Burley. So that's going to be a big walk-off here against the Bobcats.
Going to bring a first down for the Indians.
So the ball comes out to the 33. 3 penalties for a total of 20 yards here against Burley in the first quarter. 23 seconds to play, down to 20, clock running. Let's see if Preston actually wants to snap the ball here or not. Are they going to let the clock run out? They'll send 2 receivers to the far side. Perry claps his hands a couple of times, gets the handoff as he hands it off to Iverson. Iverson gets across the 35. That'll be a gain of about 2, and that's going to end the quarter. So a good quarter for the Indians as Preston goes to the other end of the field after 1. They are leading 14-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboards. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
So we go to the second quarter, Preston leading 14-0. By the way, the movie this weekend at the Worm Creek is Transformers 1. Log on to their website at wormcreek.org for showtimes and ticket information and future coming attractions as well. So second down and 8, and once again, Burley jumps. Defense a little bit too aggressive, and for a second time tonight, that hard count from Carter Perry gets them to jump. So it remains second down and about, call it 2, maybe just about 2.5. Jake Larson comes back out onto the field. Tegan Zollinger leaves. Preston sends 2 men wide here to the near side. Schulman will go wide to the far. Iverson in an I formation behind Perry. They'll give it to Iverson. He'll try to get off the left side. He'll be about a yard short of the first down, as he'll call it a yard. So third and short here for the Indians. Maybe the length of the ball, maybe. Actually, looking at the sticks across the way, it's more like 3rd and inches. Merrill will come back in for the Indians. Jolo Lumpkin will go back to the sidelines. As once again, they'll send Larson split out far to the far side. Colton Atkinson here to the near. Third down and short. Perry looks back over at the sidelines. Now the Indians have taken too much time. So that's their first flag of the night. It's going to push the ball back 5 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up here for Preston. Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Yardmaster. As Our official says, along with that, Preston will also take a timeout here with 11:09 to play here in quarter number 2. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
I'm not sure if they waved off the penalty here or not, but it's still 3rd down and inches for the Indians, as there was no step off of yardage after the flag was thrown. So 3rd and inches for the Indians. Perry out of the shotgun. Man in motion back to the far side. Give it to Iverson. Bounces it off the far side. Gets around the corner. Gets across midfield. Falls forward to the 48.
Iverson will have a first down for the Indians. Number 4, Mark.
It's a 7-yard run for Iverson, off to one of his best starts so far here tonight. That's 9 carries for 40 yards for Iverson and a first down. So 1st and 10, Preston moves the chains again. They also move the ball into Burley territory. As once again, Perry's going to run it here to the near side. Tries to stiff arm a man, gets hit second time, and he's going to end up losing a couple of yards as he gets just inside the 50 before he's brought down. Be a gain of about 2 on the play. About 1.5 yards is what it ends up being, as it's 2nd down and about 11.5 here for the Indians. If you would have told me earlier this week that Preston would have gone a quarter and about 3 minutes now without throwing a pass, I would have said you're nuts. But that's what's happening. Looks like they're just going to run the ball at Burley and see where it goes. Iverson straight ahead, gets across the 45 up to about the 44. That'll be a gain of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down here for the Indians, and still about 7 to go.
3rd and 7 for the Indians.
So Preston leading 14-0 on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard. Now in a 3rd and long situation. Out of the shotgun. They try to get the defense to jump. Tell you what, big 74, he almost did. As now the Indians will change the play. Perry again out of the shotgun. Again, hands to Iverson. Tries off the left side. Breaks one tackle. Tries to get away from another man. He's going to be just short of the first down. Give him a gain of 6, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Bowen on the stop for the Bobcats. Going to bring up 4th and a short one for the Indians.
So 4th and 1 with the ball in Burley territory, and it figures the offense will stay on the field, and they will, as Perry brings the play back out from the bench. They really stack it all up inside. Perry, big hole, trying to get around the corner now. Gets up to about the 36-yard line, which will be good for a first down. Then they push him back, as forward progress should give him forward to just about the 36-yard line, which would be more than enough for a first down. Yes, indeed, the White Hat says that's another first down for the Indians. So Carter gets 5 on the play. Another first down, 1st and 10, Preston at the 36. 8:14 to play here in quarter number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. Handoff, Iverson bounces it outside. trying to get around the corner. Almost got away, but reaching out and grabbing him by the shoe was Cree Bailey to bring him down. It's going to still be a short gain as give Iverson 1 yard on the play. And bring up 2nd down and 9. So if the strategy so far has been keep the ball out of Burley's hands, it's worked very well. Burley has turned the ball over twice, leading directly to a pair of touchdowns for the Indians. They'll send 2 men out here to the near side. Man in the slot to the near side as well. Again, they'll toss it outside. Big hole for Iverson trying to get around the corner. Spins, gets up to about the 32, which will be good for more positive yardage. That'll be good for about another 3 yards. And once again, it'll bring up 3rd down for the Indians. And about 6.
Down and 5 for the Indians.
So they're going to call it 3rd and 5. Either way, Preston is another 3rd and long situation as the clock continues to run. 6:40 to play here in the first half. Dan Hubbard with you here from O.R. Cutler Field on the campus of Preston High School. John Beverly back in the studio, our studio engineer tonight. Twin receivers to the far side for the Indians. As Perry wants to throw for the first time, letting it go deep, and it's too deep and incomplete.
Pass attempts incomplete, going to bring up 4th down for
Tried
the
to go
Indians.
deep to Clayton Anderson, but the ball was about 4 yards ahead of him. So it's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Preston was able to get a 4th down conversion last set of downs. Now they'll try it again here. As Zollinger comes over to the bench. Now he'll run it back in, gives the play to Carter Perry. Zollinger, the tight end, lines up on the left side, twin receivers to the far. As once again they get the defense to jump. That time, big number 74, Zach Hobbs jumps, and that'll be good for another 5-yard walk-off here against Burley.
Penalty's going to be offsides against Burley.
That's 5 penalties for 30 yards now against Burley tonight. And it's 4th down, and instead of about 6.5, it's 4th now and a yard and a half.
For the Indians.
Ball just outside the 32. They need to get it to the 31 for a first down. Iverson lines up in an eye behind Perry. 2 receivers to the near side. They'll give it to Iverson. Breaks a tackle. First down across the 25. Still on his feet. Fights forward to about the 22. Iverson busts that for 6. Connor, 14 carries for 62 yards here in the first half unofficially, and the clock continues to run down to 6 minutes to play here in the first half. 14-0 Preston on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Tight end and a man in the slot to the left, twin receivers to the far side. Perry wants to throw again. Again, he's going for the corner. He's got a man out there. It's Schulman, touchdown.
Schulman for the Indian touchdown.
23-yard reception is good for the first down. See if we can get another look at it here on the replay. No, we're a little late with it, but the little fade pattern to the corner as Larson able to make the catch, make it 20-0. And once again, Swainston in to try the extra point. Snap is good. The kick is also good right through the middle. 5:42 to play. Preston leads 21-0. Back for the kickoff after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
So Preston now leading 21-0 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard. As we get the scoreboard updated for you.
Kick it away for the Indians.
As Swainston will kick it off again, drives it out toward the far sideline. It's going to hit and roll out of bounds again. And once again, Preston will allow for the Bobcats to have the ball at the 35. So defensively so far here in the first half, Preston's done a good job on keeping the Burley offense pretty well bottled up. Look down, and it is J.D. Tarbett coming back out again to play quarterback, so Mac Jensen remains on the sideline. 1st and 10 Burley from their own 35. As they'll hand it off, run straight ahead, as several blue shirts are there to gang tackle Bodie Combs. He'll get about 4 yards on the play.
Up off the bottom of the pile.
So Combs gets 4.
7 and 5 for Burley.
As the next play, again, they'll run right straight up the middle.
Jackson Merrill
in to make the stop this time for the Indians on Combs. As he gets a couple more, it'll be 3rd down and about 3 here. Back-to-back runs by the Bobcats. 3rd and 3. Try to get Preston's defense to jump. They didn't. Burley with 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far. Snap is low. Talbot able to pick it off his knee, but then can't get till he gets to the line of scrimmage and gets dropped there by Jackson Merrill.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down again. 4th down and about 3. See if they want to throw here, or they want to try to run it. The ball is at their own 43-yard line. Timeout now called by the Indians. 4:14 to play. Timeout Preston. As Coach Cunningham looking at the official going, wait a minute, I didn't call timeout. What are you talking about? But it's going to stay here anyway as Cunningham charged with the timeout. Get a look at the board on the way out. Preston leading 21-0 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard. Back in a moment here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Fourth down and about 3 for Burley. 3 receivers here to the near side for the Cats. Bad snap. Able to go up and get it. The throw is complete. Good for the first down as the pass complete to Cove Thompson.
Number 7.
That's good for about 7 yards on the play.
They have a first down for the Bobcats.
That's just the second completed pass of the night for the Bobcats as they hand it off. The handoff goes to Combs, and Combs is going to run forward up to about the 45. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So 2nd down and 2. Go under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. 3 receivers to the far side here for the Cats. He wants to throw back here to the near side. It's complete as the pass completed to Kendricks Knobs as he gets ridden out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but that'll be good enough for another first down.
Going to be a first down for the Bobcats.
So that'll move the chains. They want to start going a little bit quicker here. Man in motion comes back this way, and now flags right at the snap. Let's see what this is going to be. Combs was the man in motion. He turned and came back toward the near side, and somebody in the line moved, so it's a false start against Burley, and that's going to move them back yet again. So a 5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 45. It's 1st and 15. Stops the clock with 3:17 to play here in the first half. Preston leading 21-0. Tarbett running straight ahead. Takes a couple of blue jerseys with him. Gets back across the 40. So you got the 5 yards back that they lost on the penalty, plus another one. So he's up to the 39. And it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Stop for the Indians.
So 2nd down and 9 here for Burley. Preston man-to-man defense, press on the outside. They try to throw it underneath, and it's a bad pass and drop. Tried to get it outside to Combs, and it was short, and he wasn't able to pick it off his shoe tops, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Don't forget, hey, in case you didn't know, we have a schedule change for tomorrow. The Preston Lady Indians volleyball game that was scheduled for 1 o'clock against Bear Lake will now be played in Preston Gym at 11:30 in the morning. So we'll have that for you. But please come out and join us here at Preston Gym. Lady Indians volleyball tomorrow morning. Tarbett rolling, still looking, throws across the middle. It's complete. As it's complete there to Tarrington. Tarrington gets the first down as he's down to about the 22. Flag down behind the play as the official telling the chain gang to go ahead and move. So this penalty likely against Preston and will be refused. It's an unsportsmanlike against the Indians, so they will decline the penalty. Or does the step off come at the end of the play? It's already good enough for a first down, as, it's going to cost them some more yardage. So the unsportsmanlike against the Indians, it's going to move the ball all the way down now to the 11-yard line. So a big play, and then a 15-yard penalty. First and 10, Burley. From just outside the Preston 10. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Handoff straight ahead. Combs spins as he tries to get through the hole. Gets across the 10 to about the 8 before he's pushed back.
Short gain for the
That'll be a short gain for Combs as he'll get a couple yards on the play. That's 8 carries for Combs here in the first half unofficially for 24 yards. And we'll have a timeout here with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Preston leads 21-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. 2 minutes left first half. Back after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Brock Terry went down at the end of the play. He's helped off the field as the trainers come out to see him, and he's kind of favoring his right leg here a little bit. So as he's being helped off, it's 2nd down and 8 from the Preston 9-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Yardmaster. As they'll say, let's run it. As they give it to Combs, bounces it off the right side, breaks one tackle, breaks 2 more, and gets down near the goal line, and they say he's in. Touchdown. So Combs runs it 11 yards for the touchdown. As that gets
Burley into the end zone,
that gets Burley on the board. It's 21-6, and now they'll come on and try the extra point. As it'll be Cree Bailey. No, I take that back. It is somebody we don't have a number for. We don't have a number 1 on our sheet. Talbot will hold. Snap is a little high. The kick is punched right on through, however. And it is 21-7 as Burley gets on the board here. Make it 21-7 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard with 1:51 to play here in quarter number 2. Again, we'll take a timeout. Back with the Burley kickoff right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
So Burley will kick it back to the Indians here. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Preston leading 21-7. Run up, kickoff, little pooch kick. It's going to come down to Iverson at the 20. Iverson to the 30, still on his feet, cross the 40, 45, falls forward to the 47. Great return by Connor Iverson, brings it back about 27 yards. So 1:45 to play, and the Preston Indians will come back out on the field, see what they can do, see if they can move the ball. In case you haven't been with us, Carter Perry has thrown 2 passes here in the first half. One was incomplete, the other one good for a 27-yard touchdown. I formation. Give it back to Iverson again, straight head. Iverson gets across the 50 up to the 40-yard line. That's a 13-yard run for Iverson. That's his best of the night. Unofficially, that gives him 75 yards here in the first half. As they go back to Iverson again, bounces it outside left, finds a hole, gets ridden down there up to the 30-yard line. Mark Loveland on the stop. As that's going to be good for another 9 yards for Iverson. Second down and 1. 1:10 to play here in the half. Indians look over to the sideline as they change the play. They want to throw this time. Perry will pull it down. He wants to roll. Now throwing across the middle, and it's a little bit too tall. Clayton Atkinson, who isn't that tall in the first matter, had to try to go up and bring it back in, and it was off his hands, and it falls incomplete. It's 3rd and short with 58 seconds left here in the half. Perry may have been almost better off just tucking that thing away and running with it, but he tried to throw it up the field and just a little bit too tall for Atkinson to bring down. So 3rd and short. Twin receivers, far side. Iverson, the lone setback. They'll give it to him. He'll bust it right over the right side, and he'll get up to the 25, and that'll be good for another first down, good for 5 more. So another first down for the Indians. Clock runs down inside 50 seconds to play. Give it back to Iverson again. Bounces it right. Hit there. 2 or 3 white shirts will push him back. He'll still gain about 5 yards on the play. And the Indians want to take a timeout as the ball up to about the 21-yard line. So it'll be good for another 5-yard run for Connor Iverson. So a timeout on the field. 40 seconds left. We now have Iverson up here unofficially on our stat sheet. 18 carries for 93 yards here in the first half. Preston scored on a pair of runs by Connor Perry in the first half of 11 and 15 yards. And then there was a 22-yard pass to Schumann that made it 21-0. And an 11-yard run got Burley on the board. And now Preston threatening for more points here with 40 seconds left here in the first half. Second down and 5. Fade for the corner. Schumann, he's got it again. Touchdown. That fade to the corner, and Schumann's got another one. As that's good for 21 this time.
Touchdown.
Schumann with his second touchdown catch of the night. Swainston on to try the extra point. It's 27-7. As they'll try to add on one more. Spot, the kick is up, and it is good. The PAT is good. Preston leads 28-7 with 36 seconds left here in the first half. We'll again take another timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Swainston will kick it off for the Indians. 36 seconds left here in the first half. Preston playing their best half of football so far this year. 28-7 lead on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Swainston, little pooch kick. It's going to roll forward. It's touched. It's still loose. And finally picked up by one of the backmen. That's Combs. Combs runs into a crowd, gets to about the 25, and they'll mark it right there. 1st and 10 for Burley with 27 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Remind you again that change in schedule. The Lady Indians volleyball game that was set for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon has now been moved to 11:30 tomorrow morning against Bear Lake. JV will play just before that around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have the broadcast for you on KACH and here on My Local Radio, so make sure you join us. That's a very important match for the Lady Indians in a conference match against the Bear Lake Bears. So here comes Burley out onto the field. J.D. Tarbett remains in at quarterback, replacing the injured Mac Jensen. 1st and 10, twin receivers to the far side, single here to the near. Also a man in slot to the far side. Tarbett rolling left, throwing underneath. It's caught, and he's run out of bounds over there. That'd be good for about 7 on the play.
Pass attempts incomplete. Going to bring up second down.
Nope, now you can say he dropped it. Looked like he had it running out of bounds, but the pass over there on the far side falls incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. Now with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Preston will get the ball to start the second half. as Tarbett trying to make sure everybody knows what the play is. Man in motion coming back here to the near side, looking, set up the screen. Oh, he just gets out of the one would-be tackler, and then coming up from behind, Tegan Zollinger brings him down all the way back to the 15, and that should let the first half run out after the big loss. 3-2, they were doing nothing to try to run a play, and Preston's going to go off with a 21-point lead at the end of the first half. The Indians play their best half of football so far this year. They'll go off leading 28-7 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. We'll go to halftime. Halftime festivities brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. Come back and join us for the halftime report. It's next here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
Make the best deal you can. When it's your time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Alyssa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah, your trusted real estate advisor.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
We are at halftime here tonight as the Preston Indians leading 28-7. And as we will welcome you into the Puppy Steps Trading halftime show as the Indians scored 4 touchdowns in the first half. As they can go through the scoring here, is we have a little bit longer first half than normal, or halftime than normal here tonight because it's homecoming. Preston got on the board first in quarter number 1 on an 11-yard run by Carter Perry, and it was 7-0. They increased that in the first quarter to 15-0, or 14-0 rather, on a 15-yard touchdown run again by Carter Perry. as it was 14-0 Preston at the end of the first quarter. They increased that to 21-0 on a 22-yard touchdown pass to Jake Schumann early on in quarter number 3. Burley finally got on the board on an 11-yard run by, I believe it was Bodie Combs to get them on the board. The extra point was good to make it 21-7. And then once again, another 24-yard touchdown pass, this time to Schumann late in the second quarter. And again, the extra point was good for the Indians, and they lead at 28-7, which was where we are here now at the halftime break. One note of interest for Burley, as their starting quarterback, Mac Jensen, tried to take a ball off the right side down inside the 1 or 2 yard line, ran into a crowd and went down and stayed down. He was helped off the field. Now we got a chance to watch him walk off the field back into the locker room at halftime, and he was not moving his right knee at all. So he was really struggling to get off the field, and I would say it is very, very doubtful that he would come back at any point in the second half tonight. So Preston leads here at halftime on the Puppy Steps Training halftime report. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back and look at some of the numbers from the first half. We'll do all that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
The Preston Lady Indian volleyball team wraps up a busy week when they return home Saturday afternoon to face the Bear Lake Bears. The pregame show gets started at 12:30 with the opening serve set for 1 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Lady Indian Volleyball Saturday on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
Well, the Royalty Court for homecoming started to make their way out onto the field. 28-7, Preston leads. We'll come back. We'll look at the first half stats right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
A 100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Get a look at the royalty out there on the field as they introduce them all to the folks here at the homecoming football game.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
As the stats tonight are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. For the Indians, if you'd have told me coming into the game tonight before we went on the air that Carter Perry would have only thrown 3 passes in the first half, I wouldn't have believed you. But that's what he is. He's 2 out of 3 for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Part of why the Indians lead by 21 points. On the ground, Perry ran the ball 4 times for 50 yards. Connor Perry unofficially 18 carries for 93 yards in the first half. As that is really the entire offense is whatever Connor Iverson could get them, and then a couple of touchdown passes through to Jake Schumann, 1 for 27 yards and 1 for 24, both of those in the second quarter. For Burley tonight, Mac Jensen threw only 1 pass before he left with that apparent knee injury, as he was complete for 13 yards. His replacement, J.D. Tarbett, has 2 out of 3 for 13 yards. Bodie Combs ran the ball 8 times for 24 yards and a touchdown. Mark Loveland ran it twice, broke off a 30-yarder at one point, so he has 2 carries for 31 yards. Brady Bowen, 1 carry for 9. Jensen actually carried the ball once for 9 yards as well. And Tarbett has carried the ball twice for 7 yards. The big number on the Burley stat sheet, there was 6 penalty flags against them for a total of 35 yards. For the Indians, just 2 flags for 15 yards against them in the first half. So your first half stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. They are right here in Preston. Call them when you need them for more insurance help. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and we'll work our way through the rest of the halftime. Still got about 6.5 minutes before the kickoff as the extended halftime here for during the homecoming, as we'll take another timeout and have more here from O.R. Cutler Field here on the campus of Preston High School as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
When hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Teams starting to make their way back out on the field here for the second half. Still got about 3.5 minutes on the clock. We can remind you that next Friday, Preston Indians have the week off. Then they'll come back, and then on October 4th, they'll head back out on the road again and go to Sugar Salem to face the Diggers. And then they'll open conference play on October 11th as they'll go to Century to face the D-backs. Back home again for the final two games of the regular season, October 18th against Pocatello, and then October 25th against Snake River to round out the regular season. So we'll take another timeout. Second half coming up right after this. Preston leading 28-7 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Well, the Burley Bobcats finally making their way back out on the field because we've got about 30 seconds on the clock before they were scheduled to start the second half.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Tomorrow's been rescheduled. Was it a 1 o'clock match tomorrow against the Bear Lake Bears? It's been moved up to 11:30 tomorrow morning here at Preston Gym. So you want to make sure you come out and join us. For those who might be also interested in Westside Volleyball, they are playing a triangle match tomorrow at Marsh Valley. So it's Marsh Valley, Westside, and Teton. And we'll have all of those matches for you as well coming up tomorrow afternoon, as they're scheduled to get started around noon, 1 o'clock, as we'll have both of those matches. So lots of volleyball coming your way tomorrow here on Preston, on KCH, and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Get a look at across the field at Mac Jensen, who's now in street clothes, coming back out. So whatever the problem is with his knee, he is not going to be able to play, at least not anymore this evening, as he is out of his uniform and in shorts and his jersey, making his way back out onto the field. So the 21-point deficit will be left up to J.D. Talbot to try to get it back into the game. Preston's on the field. They're ready to go, as Burley's still making their way back out onto the field, as their kickoff team, as they are scheduled to kick off here to start the third quarter. They are nowhere near being on the field, as we'll get ready to go here to quarter number 3 with Preston leading by 21 points. Certainly, obviously, their biggest lead of the year so far, as JoJo Lumpkin
for the Indians.
Back deep for the Indians, as the kicker now comes out and tees the ball back up here for Burley as they get ready to go. And we'll get back to work here in the second half. So an impressive half of football for the Preston Indians, as they did it without Carter Perry throwing the ball. He threw only 3 passes in the first half, and 2 of them went for touchdowns, as they'll onside kick it to try to get something moving. And the onside kick is covered by the Indians at the 45-yard line, and that's where Carter Perry and the offense will come back out onto the field. So let's see what the Indians can do with their first possession here of the quarter number 3, the third quarter tonight, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, as they set the ball right at the 45 over onto the far hash mark. 2 receivers to the near side for the Indians. Connor Iverson will line up behind Perry in the I formation, slot man over on the far side. And right away, once again, they get big number 74, Zach Hobbs, to jump again. So another penalty against the Bobcats. That is penalty number flag against them, number 7 tonight, for a total of 40 yards. So 1st and 5 as the ball sits right on the midfield stripe. Shotgun snap, comes to Iverson, bounces it left, gets across the 45, a first down. The flag comes in late behind the play. Now let's see what the flag's going to be, to see if the flag play is going to hold up or not. As he got to the 43-yard line, that would be a gain of 8 on the play. But it's not going to hold up, as the penalty flag is against the Preston Indians, and it's holding, as that will bring the play back. For Preston, that's just their 3rd penalty flag of the night. As holding is a spot foul, so they'll mark it off from the spot of the foul, which is the 48-yard line on the Burley side of the field. So they'll walk the ball back, and they'll set it down at about the 42. So after the gain of yardage and the penalty, it's still first down. It's about first down and about 14. Well, Preston again lines up with two receivers to the near side as Atkinson goes in motion back to the far. Give it to Iverson. Breaks one tackle, cuts it back up. It's back across the original line of scrimmage. In fact, they're going to call him down at the 45, which is the original line of scrimmage. And it's second down and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 for the Indians.
That gives Iverson, unofficially, 19 carries for 97 yards in the game. Preston has not had a 100-yard rusher in any game so far this year. Second down and 10. Twin receivers to the far side. Atkinson again back in motion here to the near side. As again, they'll give it to Iverson. Cuts it back up the middle. Gets up to the 48 where he's drugged down. That'll be a gain of about another 3. And it'll bring up third down and about 6 or 7.
78, Michael Martinez.
So a 3-yard gain. Third down coming up. As unofficially, that gives Iverson exactly 100 yards rushing on the night on our completely unofficial stat sheet up here in the press box. Third down and 7. Again, twin receivers to the far side. High snap, wants to throw underneath. It's complete. It'll be good for the first down across the 35 to the 33 as the pass complete to Atkinson. That's a 23-yard completion and another first down for the Indians. Atkinson's first catch of the night. First and 10 as they move the chains up to the 32-yard line. Again, Perry looking to the far side, wants to go to the corner. There's Schumann again. Touchdown! Schumann with a little fly pattern up the sideline. Good for 32 and a touchdown. His third touchdown catch of the night. Makes it 34-7. Point after pending. As Swainston back out onto the field. As the kick is up and it is good, and it's 35-7. Preston leading on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard with 9:42 remaining here in quarter number 3. We'll take a timeout. Third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. We'll talk more about it coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
So 35-7 here in the third. Preston leading. Swainston to kick off. Just punches one up the field, be taken there as it's taken by Combs. Combs gets around the corner over on the far side, trying to still get down the sideline, takes a bump there, and he's knocked out of bounds. As coming over to put a shoulder to him and knock him out of bounds was McKay Keller. So Keller knocks him out of bounds after a big return as they get the ball up to the 47-yard line. don't want to say that's one of their best starting positions of the night, but it's not going to matter because it's all going to come back anyway because there's a holding penalty behind the play back at the 24. So the holding is going to bring the ball back. And what was good starting position for the Bobcats, it's now going to not be quite so good as another flag against the visiting team. As they'll walk the ball back and they'll start this drive from inside the Preston 20-yard line as they're actually going to set it down at the 13. So 1st and 10 from the Preston 13. J.D. Talbot at quarterback, replacing the injured Mac Jones. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side. Whoops, almost lost it as the handoff goes to Combs. And Combs is going to be dragged down as it's Chris Titus to get a hand on him and bring him down.
Titus, John Peterson on the stop for the Indians.
As that's about a 5-yard, make it a 6-yard gain for Combs. Second down and about 4.5 to go here for the Bobcats. Again, out of the shotgun, waiting. Now the signal as the snap is high. The throw is pretty good and is brought down as this time it is complete by Cove Thompson. As Thompson will be able to pick up the first down. As that pass was high and Thompson be able to tap it and then be able to bring it back down. As the play good for about 6 yards and a first down. As they spot the ball now at the Preston 26-yard line. Whoops, and now we're going to have a roughing the passer penalty against the Indians. So that's going to be a 15-yard step off at the end of the play, and it's going to move the ball all the way out to the Burley 41-yard line. So 1st and 10. From the Burley 41, they throw underneath. It's caught there and trying to break a tackle, still on his feet up to the 40-yard line again as it's a gain of 19 as Darrington with the catch. His second catch of the night.
Jansen Hollingsworth on the tackle for the Indians. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
1st and 10 again for the Bobcats as they play good for 19. Swing it out here as it comes back to Thompson again. Trying to run it up the sidelines. That should be a holding penalty over here, but I don't see the flag coming out as they run the ball up to the 25-yard line as the pass to Thompson.
And he'll pick up a first down for the Bobcats.
One of the Burley men was literally wrapped around a Preston player and drug him to the ground right where Thompson ran out of bounds. Again, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Combs drug down from behind. And a flag. It'll be a horse collar tackle as Kai Phillips was quick into the backfield, got him, and they're going to say he drug him down by the horse collar. So that'll be another big penalty here against the Indians.
We got a penalty flag.
So what was going to go from a couple yard loss, this should be another 10 or 15 yard step off here against Preston. As the officials getting together and talking about it, the initial indication was a horse collar tackle. And now the indication from the official now wants to come over and talk to the captain for Burley. And now he's gonna go over and talk to the head coach over on the sideline. I'm not sure what the problem is. It's a penalty or it's not. You accept it and take the yardage or you don't. I'm not sure what the explanation is needed. If you saw a penalty and you threw a flag and you're an official, you need to stand by your call. I'm not sure what they're trying to explain. unless the 15-yard walk-off at the end of the play would take the ball down inside into the red zone, probably at least. And they're trying to decide what exactly they want Burley to do with the ball. As a lot of pointing and gesturing goes on. As now they're going to step it off, which I don't know why they didn't do originally. As they walk the ball all the way down inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. So half the distance to the goal against the Indians here. And it will be a first down. So first down in the red zone now is Burley. 35-7. Preston leading on the Circle S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Now they call it a face mask when originally they called it a horse collar. So the snap goes to Combs. Now they flip it outside. It's complete out there as another penalty flag comes out as the pass outside to Cove Thompson. And now let's see what this flag is going to be. As all of a sudden, the officials all of a sudden think it's flag day here in Preston with penalty markers on the last three plays in succession against the Indians. So the pass outside on a little option pass goes to Thompson. And now Burley's going to walk backwards like it's against them, and it will be. It's a holding penalty against the Bobcats.
Penalties are against Burley.
So the 9th flag of the night against the Bobcats will move the ball back 10. It'll remain first down, and they're going to set the ball all the way back down at the Preston 25. So first and about 23 from the Preston 25. As everyone stands over and looks at the Burley sidelines to get a play. Now they're ready. Talbot again out of the shotgun. Combs the lone setback. Through 4 receivers into the pattern, 2 to each side. They give it to Combs straight ahead. Runs into blue jerseys and he gets pushed back after a short gain of about 2 yards. Guy Phillips, Tegan Zollinger with the stop for the Indians. Second down and long. As Burley playing behind the sticks here now thanks to the holding penalty. Third down and 20. Second down and 20 make it. As again they'll shout in a new play from the sideline. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far, plus a tight end on the far side as well. Talbot wants to throw. Now he's got to roll left. Now he's got to pull it down. Here's another penalty marker down. This likely to be another holding penalty. And now another flag in late and well after the play. So what is likely a holding penalty against Burley, and I'm guessing the second flag that came in late was probably going to be unsportsmanlike against the bench. As the head coach over there is pretty incensed. He had a very heated conversation with the head official going off at halftime. And now these back-to-back flags against his team after they were down inside the red zone. As this could be a big step off here. What is likely a holding penalty and then what is likely unsportsmanlike against the Burley sideline. Referee walks back to the middle of the field, see if we can get the indication. So the penalty is intentional grounding against the Bobcats. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty plus a loss of down. As it'll now should be third down. As the ball all the way back to the Preston 41-yard line. They got to get all of them down to about the 2 for a first down. Now hold on. Now another flag comes in from the officials back behind the play, and I believe that's going to be a sideline warning against Burley. After all that, 6:49 to play here in the third. Talbot wants to throw underneath. It's complete as the pass complete to Kendricks Knobs as he gets up to the 25-yard line. That's going to be about a gain of about 15, but still well short of the first down.
Brings up 4th and 20 for the
So
Bobcats.
4th down and 20 coming up. Two receivers to the far side for the Cats, one here to the near. Combs the lone setback. Clock running down to about 6:05 left in the quarter. Talbot wants to throw. He goes down the middle, and contact, but the ball is caught and brought in as the pass complete to Tucker Alvey. As another penalty flag in the backfield. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Indians.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against the
So a big hit. Alvey holds on to the ball. Now this should be declined. They'll have the ball down at about the 6-yard line. As they're saying that Talbot was interfered with, or roughed, I should say, after he threw the pass. So the flags are flying like crazy here in quarter number 3. And unfortunately, the more flags the officials throw, the more confused they get. And unfortunately, a lot of times, the more flags they throw, the chippier the game gets as well. So they'll walk the ball forward, roughing the passer against the Indians. Should be an automatic first down, I believe, too, on the penalty as they set the ball back down at the Preston 11-yard line, 12-yard line. They still have 4th down on the box, but I think that the roughing the passer penalty, I think, makes it an automatic first down. Yeah, now they change it. So 1st and 10.
First down off the personal foul penalty.
As they spot the ball right at the 10-yard line here. Twin receivers left as Talbot pulls the ball out, runs left, gets to about the 5 and gets shoved out of bounds. As chasing him along the sidelines was Tegan Zollinger, and chases him out of bounds for a gain of about 5. So the clock continues to run with 5:40 to play here in the third.
Ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
2nd down, and I believe it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Twin receivers right, give it to Combs, bounces it off the left side as he runs right into Tristan Peterson, and Peterson able to grab on and bring him down.
Gonna bring up 3rd and short.
It'll bring up another yard as Combs gains 1. So 3rd and short for the Bobcats as they need a touchdown to try to get back into the game. Talbot's going to run it himself. Spins down to the goal line, but he's pushed away short. And it's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Talbot on the quarterback keeper.
So Talbot got 1. 4th down. Ball spotted at about the 1-yard line here. And hold on. Officials again call a timeout, stopping the clock. They want to make sure of the spot, or they want to check the down marker. I thought it was goal.
It is 1st and goal for the
Now it's
Bobcats.
1st and goal, they'll call it. So 4:57 to play here in quarter number 3. Preston on top, 35-7 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. They'll throw out here to the right side, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown, or is it?
And
yes, it is.
Pass
Tarbit's pass is complete to Combs for the touchdown. Not Combs, I should say. It's actually Kendrick's knob.
Number 11, Kendrick's Noby on
or Noby, as they call it. So Noby with the catch for the touchdown. That's good for 1 yard, but more importantly, gets the Bobcats a score. It's now 35-13, and the extra point is up, and it is good. So 35-14, Preston still leading on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard here in quarter number 3. 35-14, we'll take a timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
So a long, drawn-out drive with lots of penalty flags on the drive. Finally, the Bobcats able to punch it in. And it's 35-14. Preston leading here in the third with 4:39 to play. As we have a new kicker in. This will be Andy Roman in to kick. And certainly I would expect another pooch kick or an onside kick here to try to get Burley back the ball again. And it will be an onside kick to the far side, and again covered by the Indians. They covered the first one at the 45. They have this one at the 47. And Tegan Zollinger, again, able to make the cover. And Preston's offense will come back out on the field. 4:38 to play here in quarter number 3. Remember, Preston off next week. 2 weeks from tonight, they will be in Sugar City to take on the Sugar Salem Diggers. Haven't played Sugar Salem in football for about 2 or 3 years now. It's been a little bit. Last time we played them was up there, I believe. So here comes the Indian offense back onto the field again. 2 receivers to the near side. Atkinson in motion back to the far as they give it to Iverson around the left side. Tries to put his head down. He'll get a yard, maybe 2, as 3 or 4 white jerseys for the Bobcats. They will drag him down over on the far sideline.
26, Caleb Strunk on the stop for Burley.
So give him 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up for Preston, as Jake Schumann will bring the play in here for the Indians. Preston's just as happy just to let the clock run right now, down under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Third quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Iverson jumps over. He's now on the right side of the quarterback, but they'll flip it out here. It comes to Atkinson. He's into Burley territory across the 40 up to about the 38-yard line.
He'll have a first down for the Indians.
22-yard reception. Perry with this different style offense tonight. He is 5 of 6 for 128 yards and a couple of touchdowns. High snap. Give it to Iverson straight ahead. Gets kind of bottled up. He'll get ahead to the 35, but that'll be a gain of about 3 more. That's unofficially on our sheet. 22 carries for Connor Iverson tonight for 104.
Stop for the Bobcats brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 8.
For the Indians.
Inside 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. So 3 touchdown passes tonight for Perry. All 3 of them to Jake Schumann. Going to throw across the middle. Oh, that's almost picked off as they try to go with a little shallow cross to Atkinson. And diving at it was one of the safety men there for the Bobcats. You may have saw him flash through your picture, but not able to pick it off. So the incomplete pass stops the clock with 2.5 to play here in the third, and it's 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Indians. So Perry back in there. Twin receivers to the near side. Tight end and a man in the slot to the far. Perry wants to roll right. Now looking back across the middle, throwing deep for the end zone. Atkinson's there. He's got it. And it's a touchdown, Indians. So Perry able to find Atkinson down near the goal line as we get another look at it on the Northern Title replay. As right down the middle, he beats triple coverage as Atkinson goes in for the score. And Preston adds to the lead. It's now 41-14. Swainston in to try the extra point. Hold on, whistles right at the snap. So we'll see what the whistles are. And no movement by the officials, and still no indication of what that might be. So they move the ball back just a little bit, and the Indians will try the extra point yet again. Snap, spot. Swainston's kick is up, and it is good. So Preston able to extend the lead again. It's now 42-14 after the Preston Indians score again on another big scoring strike by Carter Perry. We'll take another timeout here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
KACH.
Well, the Indians will kick off again here. 2:23 left in quarter number 3. Preston leading 42-14 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As the little dribbler is going to be handled by one of the up men there for the Bobcats, as it is Tucker Avery, one of the tight ends, who runs it forward and gets it up to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Burley offense will come back onto the field. So 42-14, Preston leading. They have played well, and certainly the Bobcat offense kind of handcuffed here a little bit with Mac Jensen going down with an apparent knee injury in the first half. 3 receivers to the far side, single to the near for Burley. Waiting, now the snap comes. They'll throw it out here to the near side. It's going to be almost picked off. Jumping in front of the pass was Tyler Harris, and he almost had it to go back the other way. So the incomplete pass stops the clock at 2:14. Good job by Harris. He read that thing all the way. Peterson was there too, but Harris is the guy who stepped in and almost took it back the other direction. 2nd and 10. Again, 3 receivers to the far side for the Bobcats. They'll look this way. Now they're going to throw an out and up as out here to the near side. It's going to be caught there as the pass complete to Kendricks Noby as it gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a long first down and a long completion. That's the biggest play of the night for Burley. That's a 45-yard completion. Now they want to throw back to the far side, and that's going to be incomplete as the pass too tall for Avery to go up and get it. And then a bump after the play, and a flag comes out. Are they going to call that an unnecessary roughness? If that's going to be against the Indians, that's just over officiating. The way that Burley has ridden some of the Preston defenders, I should say ball carriers and ball runners, the way they've bumped them and ridden them out of bounds, they're going to call that a penalty. Wow, that is cheap. As it is a personal foul against the Indians, and it's going to mark it off again. I'm not sure what the Burley coach said to the officials on the way off the field, but certainly the guys in the striped shirts, they are looking to throw the flag against Preston at any opportunity here in the second half. As that is going to be against the offense as they move. 3 or 4 different people all move. So a false start against the Cats. That'll move the ball back 5. It'll be first and 15 back at the 20-yard line. 1:50 to play here in quarter number 3. 42-14. As Craig Cunningham now yelling in something to the white hat official. As here's the play, and that's going to be knocked down. Zollinger got up and got a hand up there and knocked the pass down, and it's going to bring up third down.
King and Zollinger with the pass deflection. Going to bring up second down.
Check that, second down. That's right. So second down and 15. Talbot again going to look left. Now he's got to scramble right, steps up, throws across the middle. It's complete down to the 11 as his pass complete to coming across the middle. It's Tarrington again.
Tragan Darrington. Brings up third down.
Third down at about 7. Ball spotted right at the 11-yard line. As they'll fake, throw back here to the near side. As it's going to be short of the first down, I believe. Let's see. Might be pretty close. As they get down to just about the 5-yard line, which is kind of where they needed to get to. It'll be just short. It'll be fourth down and 1 for Burley. As they'll go for it again here. Again, needing to get back into the game. As Talbot will run himself, and he gets brought down just short of the goal line.
He'll get a first down.
But it will be a first down.
First and goal for the Bobcats.
Look at it again here on the instant replay, brought to you by Northern Title. As Talbot runs it off the left side, gets hit, but he gets the first down, falls forward just short of the goal line. As with 46 seconds left in the quarter, we'll get a timeout on the floor, on the field. Preston takes the timeout. They lead 42-14 on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We're back right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
So 42-14. The Indians leading, 46 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. First and goal for the Bobcats from about the Preston 1 or 2 yard line. Talbot runs it off the left side, breaks a tackle, puts his head down, and scores. So Talbot runs it in from 2 yards for the touchdown.
J.D. Talbot into the end zone for the Bobcats.
So Talbot will make the lead a little bit more reasonable here in the waning moments of quarter number 3 as he makes it 42-20, extra point pending. They're going to go for 2 as they're looking left. Talbot pulls it down again. He dives and he's in. So the 2-point conversion will make it 42-22, but they still trail by 20 points on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as we'll take a timeout with 41 seconds left here in the quarter. As we'll take another timeout, we'll come back and Preston will get the kickoff. We come back right after this.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
All right, just 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Preston will get the ball back after the kickoff here by Burley. Each team has scored twice here in the third quarter.
Lumpkin back deep for the Indians. Andy Roman on to kick it away for the Bobcats.
Andy Roman on to kick off here again for Burley. Look for another onside kick. This time it'll be a little pooch kick as it's going to come down at the 22 to the Indians. They run it straight ahead up to the midfield as there'll be 5-6 white shirts able to bring him down as that little pooch kick went right to John Peterson as he able to return it all the way back across the 50-yard line. Now with 35 seconds remaining here in the third. So the Preston offense comes back out as Carter Perry starting to throw the ball a little bit more now, more than he did certainly in the first half. He has 7 passing attempts overall on the night. He only had 3 at halftime. So 1st and 10 Preston as they start from the Burley 48. Preston leads by 20. First down, Iverson tries to bounce it outside, waited a little bit too long. And several white shirts there to just swallow him up and drag him down. Michael Martinez, the first man there for the Bobcats. Be a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11, but there's no reason for Preston to run another play before the end of the quarter as the clock's down to 7, 6, 5. In fact, the Indians start to make their way back over here. We're done with 3 quarters. Preston leading by 20, 42-22 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. We'll go to the fourth quarter coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
All right, we start the fourth quarter. Ball belongs to the Indians just over the midfield stripe. Second down and 11. As they'll hand it off, Merrill has it, gets cut down as he'll slide down. No gain on the play as Mark Loveland comes up to take Merrill's legs out from under him. And no gain. In fact, literally no gain. He gets right back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up third down and 11.
Second and 11.
First carry of the night for Merrill, and just his second carry of the season. So two receivers to the far side for the Indians, tight end and a slot back here to the near side. Just getting started here in the fourth. 42-14, Preston on top. Perry wants to throw underneath. He's got Atkinson, tries to turn it up. He's got the first down as he's up to the 41-yard line.
For a first down for the Indians.
As the white hat telling the chains to go ahead and move. Now he'll restart the clock again. 14-yard pass play. Good for the first down. As Atkinson comes off to a hero's welcome over at the bench. Preston, same alignment. Two receivers to the far side, tight end and a slot back here to the near. As this time they'll give it to Iverson. Breaks one tackle but can't break the second. And he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the tackle was Caleb Strunk for Burley. No gain on the play. Second down. But for the Indians, the clock will run down to 10:15 to play here in the game. Preston leading 42-14 on the scoreboard. As they'll give it. This time it's Merrill straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles, has the first down to the 20-yard line.
Pick up a first down for the Indians.
So Merrill with a big run. That'll move the chains again.
Mark Loveland on the stop for Burley.
Loveland makes the stop there for the Bobcats. And the Indians able to move the chains. This time they'll go two wides here to the near side. Single setback again is Merrill. They give it back to Merrill again. Spins out of one tackle. Now 4, 5, 6 white shirts jump on his back as he gets inside the 20 down to about the 17. That'll be a gain of about 4 more for Merrill.
Caleb Strunk on the stop for Burley.
Preston just wants to give it to the horse down here inside the 20-yard line and let him run it and pound out the tough yards. But more importantly, now the clock becomes an ally on their side as it continues to run down to 8:45 to play here in the game. 42-22, Preston leading on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Twin receivers to the near side here for Preston. As they'll hand it off, Merrill has it again, gets across the 15, stumbles forward to about the 14.
Going to be just short of the first down.
Going to be short of the first down. Third down at about 3.
And 3 for the Indians.
So Merrill gets 3 more on that play. And third down and 3 here for Preston. Certainly this would be 4-down territory unless they decide to go for a field goal here. As Iverson back in, as Merrill will come back over to the bench. Atkinson and Schumann wide right. Give it back to Iverson. And Iverson gets the first down as he's down to about the 5-yard line. So a good run by Iverson, good for about 8 more. And it's first and goal Indians.
5-yard line for the Indians.
Unofficially now, Iverson 23 carries for 112 yards. First and goal Indians. Merrill back into the backfield. High snap. They go back to Merrill as he is hit immediately. As coming in to make the initial contact was Caleb Strunk again.
In the backfield. Going to be a loss on the play.
Lost a couple of yards. But the clock continues to run, down to 7:10 left. Second and goal for the Indians. Ball back at the 7. As Preston taking their time to call the play, Schumann comes over to get the play from the sideline. Now he'll come back in and give it to Perry. Schumann and Atkinson will split out to the left. Merrill remains in the backfield as they'll give it to Merrill straight ahead, and he gets turned away again. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. So it'll be third and goal. He may have gained a yard here.
Gonna bring up third and goal.
Third and goal, the ball at about the 7. So Merrill will come out now, and Iverson will come back into the game here again. 3rd and 7. Let's see if they're going to have any interest in throwing it this time. If you're thinking a little fade pattern to Schumann, he is split wide out here to the near side. As we got flags and
Offsides.
something against the Bobcats, so that'll move the ball 5 yards. It'll still be third down. And the ball now gets set down at about the 3. So another 5-yard penalty here against Burley. That's their 10th flag of the night for a total of 65 yards. So this time they're going to send Schumann, well, they're going to send him left originally. Now they're going to bring him back here to the near side. And Atkinson hustles back to get in the slot over here as well. 3rd and goal. The fade to Schumann in the corner. He goes up. He's got it. Flags come out. Now let's see who the call is against. Is it against Schumann or is it against the defense? As it's pass interference, offense. So he's going to bring the ball back, get another look at it in the corner as Schumann goes up to get it. But they're going to say he pushed off. So a penalty against the Indians. As how far are they going? They're bringing the ball all the way back out to the 19-yard line. So a 15-yard walk-off against the Indians for the pass interference. So it's 3rd goal now from the 19. The penalty stops the clock with 5:33 to play. Remember, Preston put up 53 points against this team last year. Three receivers right. That's the near side of the pattern. Iverson the lone setback. Fake the handoff to Iverson. Rolling right. Pulling up. Now throws it underneath, and it is incomplete. Tried to throw a little side armor to Atkinson, and Carter Perry probably been better off just not throwing that one, as it was almost picked off. So the incomplete pass, as they're going to put the ball back, and it is Corey Swainston going to come on and try a field goal here, as they're going to put the ball down at the 26-yard line. So this will be a 36-yard attempt for Swainston. Snap is pretty good. The kick looks good as well, and it is good from 36 yards away. So it's 45-22 as Preston adds to their lead thanks to the 36-yard field goal. As Preston makes it 45-22 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. We'll take another timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
So the long field goal put up and in by Kerry Swainston, as he'll just kind of pooch one up to one of the up men this time, as this comes down to the tight end, Tucker Avery, who just falls on it immediately. And with 5:21 to play here in quarter number 4, the Bobcats will have it at their own 33-yard line. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Papa J's. Don't forget they have the world's best jerky, and they're right here local out in Clifton. So Preston 5 minutes away from their first win of the season. Two receivers to the far side, one here to the near. J.D. Talbot remains in at quarterback. Man in motion out to the far side as well. They'll throw across the middle, and it's behind the intended receiver. Cove Thompson was who they tried to get it to. Bad pass goes behind him, and it's second down and 10. Talbot 6 of 9 for 90 yards passing in his limited time that he has been in there. Again, three receivers to the far side. Talbot wants to throw up the middle. He's got a man there, almost picked off. Diving to try to bring that ball in was John Peterson, and not quite able to get it in off his fingertips, and it's third down.
Laying out for the ball there. Brings up third down.
Third and 10 here for the Bobcats. Just trying to go for broke here and see what they can pop loose. Again, man in motion out to the far side. Talbot wants to throw a little screen pass in the middle. Right there is Iverson to make the initial contact. No gain, and it's fourth down.
Hayes and Baird sniffing out the old screen. Going to bring up fourth down.
As Burley will go for it. They got nothing more to lose. It's 4th and 9 in their own territory. 4:47 to play in the game, with twin receivers to each side. Talbot all alone in the backfield. Got a slot receiver on the right side as well. Talbot out of the shotgun. Going to let it go. Man wide open up the field. Boy, somebody got lost on defense, and it's going all the way, as this is going to be a 68-yard touchdown pass to Cove Thompson. No.
And it'll be a touchdown for Burley.
Take it back. It's actually number 8, Cameron Morley, to make the catch. So 68 yards. Somebody got lost on defense for the Indians. Makes it 45-28 with the point still pending. as I'm sure they'll line up and go for two here again. They do. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Single set back in the backfield with Talbot. As the fake the handoff, and Talbot goes down as coming in to get him. Jackson Merrill drags him down, and the point is unsuccessful. 45-28 with 4:22 to play on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As we'll again take a timeout. Back with more right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
All right, all those balls that Burley just tried to go for broke, they finally, on fourth down, able to get somebody to get behind the Preston defense as it goes 68 yards for a touchdown as the pass completed to Cameron Morley. So the two-point conversion was no good. 45-28 is where we are. As once again, Andy Ronan will kick off here for the Cats, as he's been pretty much the onside kick guy. It takes a nice big hop, comes right down to the Indians down at their own 42-yard line, covered there. As again, it's Connor Iverson able to cover that one. So Preston has the ball with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to play. And a good-sized lead, but they can't afford to just be nonchalant. You still got to go out and take care of the ball. So the Indians off next week. That's the best part about a win like this, or a win in general. When you're off the next week, you get 2 weeks to sit and remember it, and remember what you did. You don't have to stew on a tough loss for a couple of weeks. So 1st and 10, Preston from their own 43. Shotgun snap. Handoff goes to Iverson. Big hole up the middle. Gets to midfield. Still on his feet to the 45 and a first down.
They'll pick up a first down for the Indians.
That's another 12-yard run for Connor Iverson, as it'll move the chains again. And Iverson's great night continues. 24 carries for 124. First and 10, Preston, now from the Burley 45. Iverson stands the eye behind Perry. They give it to Iverson, and he'll run for about 4 more. Call it 4.5. He's just short of the 40. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Indians. Here in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Papa J's. Remind you to stay tuned for the postgame show. Brought to you by Ralph's Construction. We'll go over the stat sheet, talk about all the different points and what's coming up for the Indians. We'll do all that coming up on the postgame show, which is in 3 minutes from right now. 2 receivers to the near side, man in the slot for the Indians as well, also to the near side, as they give it to Iverson. Kind of a bad exchange as they bumped into each other, and Iverson had to regain himself, but Burley wants to take a timeout nonetheless. That will bring up 3rd down and about 7 here coming up for the Indians. So timeout, Burley with 2:48 to play. 45-28, Preston leading on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
So 3rd down and about 7 here for the Indians. They have to get it to the Burley 35-yard line for a 1st down. 2 receivers to the near side. Whoops, and they jump again. That's going to be another 5 on the hard count by Carter Perry.
Penalties against Burley.
That's 11 flags now against Burley for 70 yards tonight. So now makes it 3rd and 1 coming up. 2:47 to play here in the 4th. Preston leads by 17. 3rd down and short. Twin receivers out here to the near side. Give it to Iverson. He'll have the 1st down as he gets across the 35 to the 34. That'll be a 2-yard gain, but it'll move the chains again. And they'll start the clock with 2.5 to play. As the Indians just really run the ball and let the clock run. As they bring the play in from the sideline. Oops, got a new quarterback in there now. As Tristan Day comes in to play quarterback for the first time. So they're going to get Day a couple of snaps here as he'll hand it off as they get back across the 35 to the 34 as Jaden Thornton, the ball carrier here for the Indians, and another timeout taken here by the Burley Bobcats with 1:55 to play. Preston up 17, 45-28 here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We're back with the final 1:55 right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
So the Indians getting some snaps for some of the guys who have not been in there before. Tristan Day at quarterback. 4 wides, 2 to each side. One of them is Rhett Schumann. I don't remember seeing Rhett on the field yet this year. 2nd down and 10 here for the Indians. High snap as trying to run the ball is Day. He'll run straight ahead. He'll lose about a yard on the play. And stopping the clock once again is the Bobcats. That'll got to be close to their last timeout with 1:47 to play here in the game. We'll take a timeout here as well. We're back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
All All right, Indians come back onto the field. 3rd down and 11. It's Day at quarterback. Jaden Thornton in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the far side. Single receiver here to the near. Day out of the shotgun. Rolling left. Still rolling left. Now coming up, they got a man on him, and Day just kind of spins out of the tackle and goes down. As that'll be a loss of yardage, but it'll keep the clock running. As it's 4th down for the Indians now with a 1:30 to play. So it's 4th and about 17. But Preston's just going to run a play and just run as much time off the clock as they can. Might as well just take a delay of game penalty here if you're just going to let the clock run anyway. As nope, they'll snap the ball anyway. As Day trying to get the defense to jump, they're not, and they're not going to run the play, and Preston is going to take a timeout. Why do you need to bother taking a timeout? Just take the 5-yard delay of game penalty and punt it away. But Preston takes the timeout nonetheless. We'll remind you again that coming up tomorrow, 11:30 in the morning, the Preston Lady Indian volleyball team will take on Bear Lake here at Preston Gym. The match originally scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow has been moved to earlier in the day. Didn't really get an explanation as to why. But my guess is that homecoming has something to do with it. As the varsity match will be played at 11:30. The JV match will be played before that. And the freshman match is after the varsity match will be played. So kind of a different schedule for events tomorrow here at Preston Gym. Come out and join us. A very important and hopefully entertaining volleyball match tomorrow here against the Bear Lake Bears. That'll get started with the varsity match at 11:30. So 4th down, Preston will punt it away. As it will be Carter Perry to punt. That might be their first punt of the night, actually, as it hits and rolls down inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. 48 seconds left in the game.
8-yard line where Burley will take over on offense.
So here comes the Burley offense back out on the field. Preston leading by 17 in the final minute. I think that was their first punt. I don't remember seeing them kick another punt tonight, do you? James doesn't. If James says they didn't, then that's like gospel. They didn't punt. So here's the Burley offense, 1st and 10 from back at the Preston 8. Now make it the 3-yard line where they spot it. Hold on. We have something going on. They're pointing back over to the Burley sideline for some reason. No telling what for. But they weren't going to run the play. Now they will. All right. So here we go. 1st and 10 from inside the 5. Snap comes to Talbot and a man right over the middle, and it's dropped as the pass incomplete. Tried to get it to Cove Thompson. So Thompson drops the pass. Stops the clock again with 45 seconds left. And this homecoming crowd just ticking away, waiting to explode. As Talbot scrambling, throws the ball wildly to keep from being sacked in the end zone, and it's an incomplete pass. Again, they tried to get it out of the end zone to get it to Thompson, and now it's 3rd down and 10. With 39 seconds left. Remember, stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show coming up when this one is over. As, again, man in motion out to the far side. Talbot, pump fake, now looking to run and just flips it out. As he flips it out to Combs with his left hand, And then the ball's loose down inside the 5. Preston says they have it, and no indication yet from either the officials. Preston has it on the fumble. They'll have it inside the 5 with 28 seconds left. They should just take a knee and have the game be over, as the Preston players slow getting up, as kind of a melee of bodies when that ball came loose, and getting up slow and making his way back over toward the sideline is big Sam Padawama, as now he starts to jog off, so he'll probably be okay. So here comes Preston. Just need to take a knee and this game will be over. As Burley, I believe, is out of timeouts. With 28 seconds left, they just need to snap the ball once. As the snap, there's the kneel down, and this game is in the books as the Indians win their first game of the year, and they've now beaten Burley 9 out of the last 11 meetings overall, as Preston wins it tonight. Final score 45-28 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. As the clock ticks down to zeros, we invite you to come back and join us. The postgame show, sponsored by Ralph's Construction, is coming up. It's a happy bunch of Indians here on homecoming night here at O.R. Cutler Field on the campus of Preston High School, as they pick up their first win of the year. We'll take a timeout. Back with the postgame show right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattsSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center, for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in downtown Preston, where you'll be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for...
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
The Preston Lady Indian volleyball team wraps up a busy week when they return home Saturday afternoon to face the Bear Lake Bears. The pregame show gets started at 12:30 with the opening serve set for 1 p.m. Preston Sports are brought to you by Northern Title, Ready Support Services, Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, Stokes Market True Value, West Motors, Franklin County Medical Center, and S&T Electric. Join us for Preston Lady Indian Volleyball Saturday on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Preston sports.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Well, welcome back here to the postgame show as the Indians knock off the Burley Bobcats tonight by the final score of 45-28 as the Indians pick up their first win of the year. As this game you would thought would have been much different, or at least a much closer. It really changed early when Mac Jensen, the starting quarterback for Burley, went out with an apparent knee injury, and they left it up to his backup J.D. Talbot, who played the entire second half and most of the second quarter tonight as well, as the Indians able to get a good defensive offensive strategy. They didn't throw the ball hardly at all in the first half. In fact, Carter Perry only threw 3 passes in the first half, but 2 of those went for touchdowns. So a nice performance, good game plan by the Indian coaching staff, and they turned it in to a 45-28 win. We'll take a look at how the points were scored here tonight. Preston jumped out to a 14-0 lead with a pair of touchdown runs by Carter Perry in the first half of 11 and 15 yards. They opened it up to 21-0 on a 22-yard scoring pass to Jake Schumann in the second quarter to make it 21-0. Burley finally got on the board, an 11-yard run by Combs to make it 21-7, but then Carter Perry found Jake Schumann again as it made it 28-7 going into the halftime break. In the third quarter, each team scored twice, a 32-yard pass play to Schumann, his third touchdown catch of the night. A 1-yard run for Burley by Combs. Also another 34-yard touchdown pass. This time it went to Clayton Atkinson for the Indians. That made it 42-14. And then a 1-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Talbot to make it 42-20 at the end of the third quarter. The Preston scored a field goal of 36 yards by Swainston to make it 45-14, and then a couple of late touchdowns by Burley to make the final score 45-28 as the Indians pick up their first win. They're 1-4 with the loss. Burley now slips to 1-3 overall on the year. We'll take a timeout here on the Ralph's Construction postgame show. We'll come back and look at the numbers on the stat sheet, and we'll do that as we continue right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show, as we'll again look at the final numbers from the game. You just look at the score, 45-28. Some of the highlight numbers on the stat sheet here for the Indians. We said that Perry didn't throw the ball very much. How about going 6 of 8 overall in the game for 176 yards, as all of his passes were mostly, I think the shortest completion he had was 14 yards in the game. So Carter Perry, a different kind of game plan. He threw 8 passes, completed 6 for 176 and 4 touchdowns on the night. Connor Iverson really was the standout guy tonight for the Indians, as he ran the ball unofficially on our stat sheet 26 times for 130 yards. Jake Schumann with 3 catches, all for touchdowns of 27, 24, and 32 yards. But our player of the game tonight has to be Connor Iverson, as what a night he had running the football, as he goes for a season-high 130 yards on the game tonight for the Indians. Preston wins at 45-28. Back to wrapping everything up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
All right, so the Indians win their first game of the year, 45-28 the final. And now they'll get next weekend off, and they'll next be on the field 2 weeks from tonight when they go to Sugar City to take on the Sugar Salem Diggers. And, of course, we'll have that game for you coming up 2 weeks from tonight here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on KACH both. Want to remind you that coming up tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow morning, I should say, at 11:30, the Preston Lady Indians will be back in action here at Preston Gym as they'll take on conference foe, the Bear Lake Bears, in a conference match coming up in the morning. As that game moved, I know we've been telling you on promos and things that it was at 1 o'clock, but actually it's going to be played at 11:30 tomorrow morning. So please, if you're going to come out and join us, please get there early, get there on time. And if you're going to be looking for it on the radio and or here on My Local Radio Sports, the Sports Network, will have it for you starting with the pregame show starting around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning here on KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our associate producer tonight has been Jason Andrews. John Beverly's back in the studio as our studio coordinator, and our stage manager here at Preston High School has been Don Hubbard. We thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning for volleyball back here at Preston High School as the Indians get their first win of the year as they beat Burley by the final score of 45-28. Enjoy the rest of your homecoming weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.